You little rotten keg tapper, no name having, looking ragged, lame rapper. You nut hugger, butt buddy fudge packer. Okay, enough of that. My real friends call me Asher. Laughter.
Welcome to 13 Minutes. I'm Paul Goon, and I need a fucking haircut. This week, I'm in a video chat with no design, no purpose. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Where are you guys from?
So we're both from Pennsylvania. I am from more of the Philadelphia area. Like I was born and raised I was born in Philly, raised like 3 minutes from West Philly, and I live like right outside West Philly right now.
I'm originally from North Jersey, and I live in like South Central PA now.
Did you say South Central PA or South Central LA?
South Central PA.
So, like, which
Hollywood.
city do you guys claim one of the cities for NDNP, or do you just say Pennsylvania?
I think we just roll with like Eastern PA. I think that's the move.
Yeah, like Eastern PA metalcore, baby, something like that.
I was going to ask what kind of music you make, but so like metalcore, that's what you call it?
Well, and I think I can probably speak for both of us when I say this, and David can add whatever, but basically in a nutshell, when we started out, we defined ourselves more as melodic hardcore, with like an obvious metalcore influence. Like we had breakdowns and shit on our first EP, but stuff we've been even just our newer song, our newer single, that we more of like a metalcore influence. So we're kind of heading more in that direction with it. I don't know, or whatever. That might be too specific.
I'd agree with like melodic metalcore. It was like Mike said, it was more of a melodic hardcore. We were writing more collaboratively, and then the sound kind of changed from there.
So how did you guys get started? Like, how did this project start?
So I like in college, I think, what was it, 2019, like the last semester of college, Mike and I kind of always talked about collaborating on something. And then this was around when he started Bloomproof and was doing vocals and like taking that more seriously. So then I just like wrote all these songs really quickly and asked Mike, I was like, hey, I have these songs. Do you want to vocals and make this thing? And then we did that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was kind of very chill. Like we had known each other for a little over a year probably at that point and been homies, and just like, again, like one of those people that that we had never made music together, but I knew that he and I were like very like-minded, and that if we did make music together, it would probably be sick. So he was like, yeah, I've got some, melodic hardcore kind of songs written. You want to try screaming on them and see, and like if it sounds dope, like maybe we'll like start a project, and if it's not great, like whatever. And I was like, yeah. So it was kind of like there was like no like big pressure expectations going in. It was kind of just very like chill. But then we ended up like I love the music we put together, so it was kind of one of those like serendipitous kind of things, I guess.
Serendipity. You guys both have really respectable mustaches, in my opinion. You guys ever accidentally or even purposely eat your own mustache? Because I do that shit all the time.
Yeah, I'm a chronic mustache chewer.
Nah, I keep my shit well trimmed. I need to trim it right now. It doesn't even look that long, but like I'm very up about my stash maintenance. People, I'll tell people, they're like, you put shampoo in your mustache? I'm like, yeah, if you had hair on your face, you don't want that to be clean, bro? Like, yeah, bro,
That
what do
shit
you mean
gets
I
gross
shampoo?
throughout the day.
Yeah, bro.
You don't have any fucking hair on your head. You might as well shampoo something.
Yeah, it's funny, like, since you've met me, Paul, you've just seen so much from my head. Like, I used to have so
Yeah.
much hair.
Mike and I have matching haircuts.
Oh yeah, Dave's shave head boy now too.
Nice. Yeah. Fuck yeah. It is almost the same exact fucking haircut, too. And you're right, Mike. When I met you, you had like this long ass fucking hair thing, and you'd be like, like whipping it around and shit, screaming cuss words.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
never forget
I
the
was.
first time I saw Mike in person. Dude, it's like one of my favorite like shows I ever saw too, and like nobody else was there except for like me and my one friend. But have you guys ever met in real life?
Oh yeah, yeah. We record together. Like when I record vocals, I go to his studio and like we hang out. Like and he mixed and mastered my solo album that came out this year, and like I worked with him in person on that. So yeah, we out and like we also we met by playing shows together. My old band played a show with his band like 3 years ago.
Yeah, we live like probably about 2 hours away from each other, so we meet up like in the midway point.
Cool. Okay. And so like I heard you say earlier that Mike's in another band called Bloomproof. I fucking love Bloomproof. Of course I know about them. People might not. I know Mike's in another project called Interiors. And Dave, what other like project or projects, what other bands are you in?
So that's my main live band that probably will still. We just released a demo in I think it was in March. A new demo. It's like really heavy death, like weird heavy deathcore. Yeah,
What's the band called?
that's the tape, baby. It's called Irrita. Irrita.
Irida. Okay, yeah, it seemed like we cut out a little bit there when you started talking about them, so I didn't catch the name. I hate doing these through webcam. One day I'm gonna be rich and I'm just gonna be able to like hop and a skip right over to everybody and interview everybody in person. Wow. I have a lot of good questions for you guys here. I'm really good at writing. Tell me about the first EP.
Go ahead, David. Take it away.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's kind of cool. I guess it's 4 songs. 3 of them I wrote probably in a week. I would get home from class. I think I skipped a few classes to just sit and write these songs. And that was really just to like be able to write something different than Irrita, which is like really heavy, aggressive, low tune, fucking caveman shit. So I was just trying to write something with like melody and structure, and yeah, that's kind of just how it was born. And then Mike can probably how he came up with the lyrical content and how we kind of put it all together.
Yeah, David, I forgot that you wrote those 3 songs within like a week. You had told me that. I totally forgot. Lyrically, like I wise on the EP, it's kind of like it's not like a concept EP or anything like that. Like each song kind of a couple like the first 2 songs kind of function together, and then tracks 3 and 4 are kind of their own entities. But I mean, for anyone like who listens to either NDNP or my other band Bloomproof, a lot of like a solid 75-80% of my lyrical content is usually pretty by like mental health type stuff, which is like really any kind of subject matter surrounding that reasons. in my own life, and kind of just like I use the music as a means to kind of vent a lot of things throughout my life that I've experienced, and I just kind of have a lot of stuff to say. I'm new to doing vocals. I've only been a vocalist for like maybe 3.5, 4 years. But I'm also I'm not new to being a musician. Like I'm 28 years old, so I've been playing shows for more than half my life. I started playing shows when I was a freshman in high school, but always as a guitarist. So it's kind of like a very new thing for me still, even though it's been a couple years, it's still in the grand scheme pretty new. So I still have a lot to say. I've got plenty of lyrics written that still haven't been used for songs, and a lot more to come. But so as far as like the Finding Forgiveness EP, yeah, a lot of it was about kind of where I was at in life at that point mentally, and where I wanted to be, where I, you know, I was in a real bad place basically kind of at that time, and doing better now. But yeah, it was a lot of kind of dark stuff I needed to get out of my head.
Are you guys ever going to play shows?
Maybe.
We like toyed with the idea
A little bit.
a little bit.
We I don't know who would play drums. That's one thing. I mean, that's not a thing. We both know so many good drummers. We could get someone, no worries. But yeah, it's kind of like we would, but it's also, I think one thing that David and I both love about NDNP is the fact that it's a project that we both love doing so much, but it's also a side project for both of us. So there's no real pressure or timeline with anything. It's kind of like we can just come to it when we come to it. If it takes us 1.5 years to write and release an album, that's fine, because we both have a lot of other shit we're working. So it's like there's no pressure with anything. But it's like now people are asking us more and more, like, are you guys ever going to play shows? So then it's like, all right, supply and demand, maybe we should play some shows.
Yeah, it really is just kind of like a very much for fun thing, and we're just like trying to write cool songs.
I would say, if anything, if we played shows, it would probably be more, it wouldn't be like us actually starting to like get momentum in playing shows. It might be like a one-off, like special thing, like if anything like that, I would say.
Secret set.
Yeah. Backtrack drums.
At Paul Goon's house.
Yeah, I'd be about
Fuck
it.
Yeah. So speaking of like cool songs, you guys just you guys just released a new single like only a month or two ago, I think. What's it called? What's it about? Tell me about the new single. It's fucking raw.
The new single is called Bridgewater, and David wrote the music for it. So that was a lot of the new. So he absolutely crushed it. He 100% wrote the music. Lyrically, it's about some stuff that happened like a long time ago, like damn near like 10 years ago when I was a young bull. But again, it's like I'm newer to doing vocals, so it's like I have all this, I've got life experiences spanning many years that I can talk about. So yeah, it's about some stuff that happened a long time ago. I'm trying to think of like a vague way to give an overview of the situation. It's like, you know people for a long time, but throughout the time you know them, you only see them and as you see them less and less periodically, you start to kind of realize that people change more and more. And then eventually it's just like, why did I even know you, or who even were you, or who are you now? It's kind of, I'm probably being way too vague, but basically you got to know when it's time to let people go.
Would you guys ever drink Bridgewater? Like, what would that taste like? What bridge would that come from?
I don't know. Probably,
Um,
I would. I definitely would. Yes, because I'd be fake. How can I write a song called Bridgewater and not drink Bridgewater? Like that's like naming your band No Design, No Purpose and having a design and a purpose, which I don't, by the way.
fuck no, we don't. Yes, I would drink Bridgewater.
Like, how fake do you think I am, Paul?
Holy fuck. Oh my god. When's the next album or EP coming? I know you said you have shit written, you have shit going down. When are you gonna drop a whole nother project on these bitch asses?
Dude, nobody is ready. I think it's safe to say by the end of this year, we will have some stuff.
We have a lot. We have a lot in the bank. We I mean, I guess we can reveal shit. So like, I
Yeah,
was just
whatever.
gonna say, I'm not that it's a big reveal, but so Bridgewater, this single is also going to be on the album that we're dropping. So it's kind of like we didn't really like announce the album with it because we know that we still have a good amount of work to do. But the album is going to be, I think, either 8 or 9 tracks around there. So it's a little bit longer. It's like more than twice as long as our first EP. So we're packing a lot into it. And part of it with it being longer is that like I wrote a few songs, David wrote a few songs. So we both have, so like musically the style a lot. Like we cover like, I don't know, we cover a lot of ground subgenre wise. Lyrically, it's a lot of the same kind of vibes for me. It's a lot more raw. My lyrics are better, I feel like. I feel like my lyrics have improved. I feel like my vocals have improved a lot personally. And yeah, so I would say I mean, we're probably more than 80% done. It's just kind of, we got to wrap some shit up, and certainly before the end of the year, we have new album dropping.
I just want to throw out there, for those who maybe don't know, Mike is a sick guitarist, not just a sick vocalist. So he wrote a good chunk of material, and uh, production. Obviously, Bridgewater sounds a million times better than the Finding Forgiveness EP. And then the last thing I want to say is we used many guitars and many tunings, and that kind of really adds
We
a
really
lot
did.
to the whole listening experience.
We did, yeah. And it wasn't even entirely on purpose. Like there's one song that I wrote that wasn't originally going to be for No Design, No Purpose. So it's in like some really low tuning that I probably wouldn't have used if I was intentionally writing for NDNP. But then I was like, I sent it to David and I was like, yo, low key, can we use this? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, bet. Because that's the other thing about it. It's like, it's like a no rules, like we don't have them, and we're never going to be like, that's not No Design, No Purpose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're very open to doing whatever, you know, fuck it. We'll throw a banjo riff in one song, dude. Like, no one's ready.
So, like, I know that you're saying, yeah, Mike's like sick guitar player. He could play drums and shit. He's not just a vocalist. I'm wondering if we have something in like reverse mode where we're gonna hear Dave with like a guest vocal verse one day, or Dave, are you gonna fucking yell at people ever?
Please.
Um, there back in the day, I had a slam project for which I did vocals, and I can't remember, but with the vocalist of Irida, we have a side project called Piss Shitter, and I think I have a few vocal parts on that, but probably not for No Design, No Purpose.
Can I just throw out, Piss Shitter is top fucking tier musical content. Everyone go to their Bandcamp and buy each of their releases for $100 each.
Sounds like a fair price. I'm gonna do that as soon as we're done, actually. $100 for one
Worth every
CD.
penny.
I think there's only like
Oh
three.
yeah, no, it's like $100 per song is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paul.
yeah,
Once you hear it, you'll understand.
yeah. I like that. You guys are really setting the bar. So who mixes and masters
No.
this stuff? I think you might have already said it, but I'm not quite sure. Who is Dave? Are you're recording all the music and doing that whole process?
Well, yeah, so I'm mixing and mastering everything. Mike recorded and like programmed all of his parts like at his house and then just sent me the files and stuff. And he's a very excellent editor. I don't have to edit any of his shit. It's fucking awesome. But yeah, I do all the mixing.
I'm anal as fuck.
Anal.
I'm anal as shit. And it's not even that. And it's great because if I did have editing issues, David would catch them and be able to fix them because he and I have like the same recording, production, music burst. Like we can like telepathically like look at each other and like Jedi each other's brains with information. But like I've worked with people long ago where I had tried to just send them stems that needed editing and it was like, oh, and they like wouldn't do it. I'd like resend them, still issues. So like I just so anal about like I need to be in control of the quality of my stems. I'm editing the shit out of them before I send them out. That's what I always do now. So
And it forces me to up my guitar playing and editing because I'm lazy as shit, sloppy fucking mess of shit.
yeah. Well, it's not a sloppy mess of shit. It's just what's the word for irrita? It's like
It's just more raw and natural sounding.
yeah, I was gonna say it's just like explosive. I guess is kind of what I'm looking for. I don't know.
Honestly, it sounds like you guys are talking about a bowel movement. Like everything about that, like it's real natural and raw and it's explosive and I have to take a shit now.
Yeah.
Dude, our new song is called I Hit It Around the Head.
What's it called?
Bile, like stump bile.
Oh, Bile. Okay. I'm gonna have to check out Irida. I knew you were in another band, but I've never got to hear them before. That's like I love doing that too, checking out new bands. I'm so excited and piss shitter. Oh my god, this is fucking awesome.
Dude, irrita is hard.
Oh, I'm excited. I really am. How many strings does a
agree.
guitar need?
You asked the right boys.
Minimum
We are
8.
both. Yeah, we are both 8-string
That's right.
advocates.
Minimum 8? There are guitars with more than 8 strings.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I've considered buying a 9-string.
What happens if you do that? Do you just ascend to this like godly level of guitar playing, or what's?
You give Josh Travis 10 more years on his life.
Who are some other Pennsylvania bands that you guys fuck with?
That's like half the bands Mike's been
Shut up. Do
in.
you want to? Well, I guess we could each list some off. Probably. Do you want to go first, David, or?
Pennsylvania bands. I gotta shout out my boys, Flesh of the Lotus, Promise Breaker, Sleep Sculptor, PA bands. Those are the ones right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, obviously for me, also Promise Breaker, big Promise Breaker fan. I know he said them. of course, Piss Shitter, all the boys. Um, oh, Freeze MF, my boys in Hangdog, my boys in Hangdog, big fan. You also said Sleep Sculptor, but yeah, also Sleep Sculptor. Um, my friends Dolor, my friends Kyle and Pat, who I used to be in Bonehive with, their internet project Dolor, Dolor. So always supporting them, obviously. No Mercy. I used to be in Bonehive with Billy from No Mercy. He's also in Ripped Away, so shout out Ripped Away. So yeah, those would be, I guess, a lot of PA bands. I could probably go on and on.
Moral Code for
Mm.
sure.
And sorry, Jesus, I almost fucked up. Shout out Snake Charmer.
And Bloomproof, baby.
I'm not gonna shout out my own band. Get out of here. Oh yeah.
I love it. That's so fucking funny. I'm not going to shout out my own band. I almost fucked up. Oh, yeah, Snake Charmer. Listen, I know that Mike's about to do like this last little string of Snake Charmer shows or whatever, like his last run with them, I think, or something. If anyone who watches this, if you've never got a chance, well, probably anyone who watches this will have seen Mike with Snake Charmer. But if you haven't, go. Because if you don't get a chance to have Mike just call you a fucking pussy and then like right before like a Snake Charmer breakdown, oh my God, you are missing out on life. Holy shit, it is great.
It's been a while, man. I gotta get back in that whole zone, man. I used to be on my show, like when we were playing shows every weekend, I had a whole like routine and like I gotta, it's been a while since I've yelled in people's faces like that, man. I mean, like obviously I'm not the vocalist of Snake Charmer, but that was a whole part of our live thing. And even now that I'm gonna be filling in for them, Woobly was talking to me. He was like, "Yo, you're still gonna help me like doing some vocals and shit live." I was like, "Yeah, boy, I got you. This is." But yeah, so yeah, as Paul said, come check it out. We're playing with Kublai Khan and I Am in August 6th at Underground Arts in Philly. So come through.
I'm trying to pull this video up.
I know this.
Could you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like listen, that's Mike with super long fucking hair in the basement of West Side Bowl in Youngstown. I have a longer video on here, and that's the one where he's calling people fucking pussies. But I can't I love it. I can't find the longer video. I still have that video in my phone. Like, man. And then we had that show like the next month or some shit in that backyard in the country. That was so much fucking fun.
Yeah, that was when we were on tour. Yeah, we came through between that was in between our east or western PA. We played Katanning, PA, and then we hit you, and then we were in Kentucky the day after you.
Like a fucking elephant, man. Yeah, dude, we were like showing those Florida dudes
Good
Ohio for the first time and shit. I remember they said that's where Hawthorne Heights was born and shit. That was so much fun.
It was good times.
Dave,
My Florida boys.
Dave,
Shout out with Locusts and Liars.
Dave, you got to come through.
Dude,
Out there.
I would love to.
Yo, listen. I just realized we're at the time limit. Holy fuck, I have so many more questions for you guys. We're going to have to maybe do a part 2 down the line or whatever in the alumni season. Last question.
For sure.
Is it true that Pennsylvania drivers are the fucking worst in the world?
No.
No,
Jersey.
not even Jersey.
David.
I'm from, no. Let me say this. I'm from Jersey. New York drivers in Jersey suck. PA drivers down by Philly in
Yes.
Jersey suck. But the all-time worst, Maryland and Delaware drivers. fuck all of you.
You know what? I'm actually here for the Delaware slander. I'm here for the Delaware slander pretty hard. Yeah, Delaware drivers can all get fucked.
That's what I'm saying. NDNP is against Delaware.
No Delaware. No Pennsylvania.
drivers.
I'm Paul Goon. They are no design, no purpose. The show's 13 minutes. Holy shit.
Play flute, row crew shit. If you can't be used, well, then I guess you're useless. Ulysses S. Grant. We should start a